Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to get lean and stay lean. A lot of people struggle to get lean, but even more people struggle to stay lean. A little bit about me: I used to be fat. I used to be 250 pounds, and that was after starting my gym journey. That was about 2, 3 years into my gym journey. I perma-bulked, gym bro, got fat, was strong relatively, but wasn't really that strong, but I got fat. And I've been lean for about a year now. And I've just been getting leaner. And right now, I'm even getting even leaner. So I know what I'm talking about. I know how to get lean and I know how to stay lean. So let's talk about it. I'm very against yo-yo dieting. I'm against getting lean for a specific vacation or for an event. I see all these fitness influencers. They're always letting themselves go and getting back into shape. I'm against that because I really believe that it doesn't have to be like that. You could really get lean and you could stay lean. But people struggle to stay lean because they suffer to get lean. They diet super hard. They do stuff that's not sustainable, and they never embody the true leanest version of themselves, which is the best version of themselves. So we're going to get right into it today. We're going to talk about how to get lean and how to stay lean without yo-yo dieting. So first, you have to understand that modern life is anti-lean. So being lean and staying lean first starts with being in the best identity for yourself. And the best identity for yourself is the leanest version of yourself. You have to be an independent thinker. You have to be able to think for yourself. You have to be able to know what's best for you, and you have to be able to want to be the best version of yourself. That's what it starts when it comes to being lean and staying lean year round. If you don't want to be the best version of yourself, if you don't want to self improve, if you want to make excuses for yourself, if you want to just go with the flow, if you want to be average, then being lean and staying lean is not for you. Because just going with the norm, you will not be able to get lean, and you definitely won't be able to stay lean. You have to be an independent thinker. You have to want what's best for yourself. You have to want to be the best version of yourself, and you have to really want this, man. A lot of stuff just comes down to how bad do you want it. We could sit down, we could scrunch numbers, we could talk about certain dilemmas that might come up in one's life. We could talk about certain intricacies that might come up in one's life. We could talk about specific situations and everything, but really all of it is just how bad do you want it. Do you really want to get lean and stay lean? I see people all the time making excuses for themselves. Oh, it's hard. Oh, I'm busy. All this shit. Meanwhile, somebody who's in their situation times three, who's in a worse situation than them, is just making it happen. Why? Because they want it bad. They want it more than them. So being lean and staying lean starts with just wanting it, truly wanting it. If you really want to be lean, being lean and losing weight and being a smaller version of yourself is not the same thing. Being lean requires you to be able to strength train. You must strength train. You must have a decent amount of muscle mass. You don't want to be fat and lose weight and get skinny fat. That happens all the time. And people have been asking me about why they're 220 pounds and then they lose weight and now they're at their goal weight, which is, let's say, 180, but they don't look the way they want to look. It's because they focused on the scale. They didn't focus on making sure that they were strength training, number one. Number two, they didn't focus on the type of food that they were eating. They just ate in the calorie deficit. And number three, they overdid cardio. Like, there's a way that you want to get lean. Being lean and being and losing weight are two different things. So you have to make sure that you're being lean, that you have that lean aesthetic body. When people come to me, the first thing I do is I tell them, let me see a picture of something that you want to look like. Now, obviously, I'm not big on, oh, like if you show me a picture of like Henry Cavill or something, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, you're going to look like that, because we all have different genetics and bone structures and stuff like that. But it at least gives me an idea of the look that they want. And more often than not, they give me a look of somebody who has muscle and a low body fat, whether that be male or female. Even for females, they'll show me somebody who has, a nice figure, but with low body fat. And the figure, male or female, it requires muscle. So we're not just losing weight. We're building a lean physique. Being lean requires daily movement. It requires proper nutrition. It doesn't just require a calorie deficit. You actually need proper nutrition. It requires muscle mass. So it requires for you to be in the gym. It's not just cardio. I talked about it a few days ago on my story. Cardio doesn't build physiques. Cardio can help reveal physiques, but cardio doesn't build a physique. What builds a physique, an aesthetic physique, is muscle, is time in the gym, is time with resistance training, is time eating healthy, eating properly. Now, cardio is a great tool to use, but cardio is not the biggest lever. And a lot of people that want to build lean aesthetic physiques, they over-index on cardio and under-index on other things that matter more than cardio. Another thing is that people think that getting lean is super extreme. People like to go hard for 2, 3 weeks, then they fall off. Being lean is mundane, man. Lean people, for more often than not, eat the same thing pretty much every day. Whether they track calories or not, they're not trying new foods. They're eating the same. We all eat the same 10 to 20 foods. Nobody's eating green eggs and ham. We're all eating chicken, potatoes, rice, berries, ground turkey, ground beef, cheese, Greek yogurt bowls, protein powders. Like, we're all eating the same thing. Now, when I work with people, I help them find specific foods. Like, for instance, I had somebody come to me and they weren't eating healthy, but they had certain foods that they liked, and we found swaps, and I made them a meal plan off of that. So I made them a meal plan that was conducive to the actual lifestyle that they lived and the type of foods that they liked. So I wouldn't just give somebody my meal plan. And I don't, when you guys are looking at influencers and stuff, I don't really advise you guys to just copy verbatim exactly what they eat, because they're eating foods that they like for the most part, and they're eating foods that they enjoy. You might see an influencer, he might eat potatoes every day like me, but you might not like potatoes. So I'm not going to have you eat potatoes. I'm setting you up to fail. And there's other foods that you can eat that substitute for potatoes. So you want to eat the same foods. You want it to be very mundane, very easy. You don't want to waste mental capacity and decision fatigue on figuring out what you're going to eat every day. But you want to make sure that you're eating foods that you actually enjoy, and that's what makes it sustainable. That's what makes it a lifestyle. That's what makes you be able to not only get lean but also stay lean. We're not looking for extremes. We're just looking for consistency. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people think that getting lean is extreme, is mundane, and is consistent. How consistent are you with the things that you're supposed to be doing? We're not binge eating and then eating 800 calories. We're like, that is so bad, guys. And people, oh, well, it all balance it out. But people don't understand, especially when you get like lean as a man, when you get under 15% body fat, when you're 14 looking to go to 8, when you're 13 looking to go to 10, as a lady, when you're 22% looking to go to 18, you're 24% looking to go to 20, your ghrelin levels and your leptin levels are going to be, they're going to be playing games with you. So on days, you're going to have your wild days and you eat 5,000 calories, and then you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go back to a deficit. And then your deficit might be 2,200. And on the 2,200 day, you're like, damn, I'm hungry. And you're thinking it's hungry, but really you're just jacking up your ghrelin levels from all those high calorie intake levels. So it might take you 2 weeks for you to really get your ghrelin levels back under control, because you've been eating so high that your body's mistaken. Your body's telling you that you're hungry, but you're not really hungry. You're just jacking up your ghrelin levels. And it's a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of people don't talk about, that I could talk about, and that I work with people. When we really work on getting them lean, I help them understand these certain intricacies that people don't talk about in fitness. But it really is like, the mind and the body will start playing tricks on you if you don't know what you're doing. So you definitely want to make sure that you're being consistent. Definitely want to make sure that you're being consistent with your calorie intake, with the foods that you eat, the times that you eat, etc. Yes, it sounds boring. Yes, it sounds mundane, but this is the life. This is the lean life. Separator is just being in your best version of yourself, being in your most lean identity. That's what separates the people that get lean for cruises and for vacations and for events versus the people that stay lean through the winter, through the summer, through fall, through spring, vacations, rain, snow, sun, just lean. Family death, lost their car, lost their job. There's some people that just stay lean regardless of what life throws at them, and it's because they're always in their lean identity. They don't wait for motivation. Yes, they have motivation, but they use motivation when it's there, and when it's not there, they rely on discipline and structure. If you don't have discipline and structure, you will not be able to stay lean and get lean. Point blank, period. If you don't have discipline and structure, you will not be able to get lean and stay lean. You have to remove the things that cause you to yo-yo diet. For a lot of people, the things that cause them to yo-yo diet are influencers. I see dudes all the time, even women. Oh, I was cutting, and then I see this man or this woman pop up on my feed on Instagram, and now I want to bulk. You need to get off social media. You need to stick to what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, I'm cutting, I'm supposed to be eating healthy, but I got Oreos, cookies, Rice Krispies, and goofy shit in my pantry. What are you doing? You're setting yourself up for failure. You have to remove the things that cause you to trigger. The triggers that cause you to yo-yo diet, I should say. All your triggers must be removed. So if your triggers are certain social media influencers that are always big and muscular, 260 pounds lean, or for ladies, big old glutes with an 8-pack, you know, and a lot of people be on stuff. And I'm not here to say that some people are or some people aren't. But again, a lot of us, we get distracted because we see what other people are doing and it causes us to get thrown off our path. Even worse, a lot of us, we self sabotage. We still have DoorDash on our phone. We still got Oreos in the pantry. We still hang out with friends that drink and smoke. We do things that aren't aligned with the goals that we said that we have for ourselves, and then we wonder why we backslide. You're going to continue to backslide when you don't create an environment that's conducive to you getting the results that you want. You have to remove your triggers if you want to stop from yo-yo dieting and you want to get lean and stay lean year round. So again, being lean is rare, man. Being lean requires structure. It requires independent thinking. It requires delayed gratification. It requires a certain mindset. It takes a certain person to really get lean, to really stay lean, to really be an independent thinker, to really think for themselves, to really want to be the best version of themselves daily, to really be able to hush the internal overthinking. Oh, I'm getting skinny. Oh, I don't look as full in clothes. Oh, I'm not as strong. Like there's a whole bunch of things that come up when you're getting lean. Oh, I look flat. A whole bunch of things I could talk about. And you have to ignore all that and just focus on the goal, focus on the path. There's internal and external things that come up when you're looking to be the best version of yourself. That's not just about getting lean. But again, being lean, it requires discipline, it requires structure. A lot of people, they don't have discipline. A lot of people definitely don't have structure, and that's why they get lean for a little bit and then they can't get lean. And they continue to go back and forth. They continue to yo-yo diet. If you want help building structure that allows you to get lean and stay lean year round, you can check the description. I give out custom training programs, custom nutrition programs. I have my philosophy ebook about physical wellness down there as well. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, I'll have that linked as well. So again, if you want to help getting lean and staying lean and make it a lifestyle, build discipline structure around your physical wellness so that you could be the best version of yourselves, you could tap in with me. I'm here to help. I love helping you guys get in shape because I understand what it does for you, because I understand what it did for me. This is Randall Branch, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good day.